Story. Wait, let me see how much time I have left. How long has this been recording? Okay, we're still good. As long as it's under 20 minutes, because then I have to go through and like edit and stuff because YouTube will not let a 20-minute video because I think they want you to be verified or whatever. I'm not doing that stuff. So less than 20 minutes it is. That just stops me from sitting here and gobbling for like half an hour. But so I'll tell you the story. We had this one fishing spot. It's within PA. It's PA game lands, state game lands, and we found the fishing spot. It was right around when they were pulling their little shenanigans with the masks and all that stuff. Um, those good old days, right? um, we found the fishing spot, and then we went fishing there a few times, and then that I think maybe after going there like maybe 10 times or something, all of a sudden the state game lamps workers were working there, and they're like, yeah, there was some kind of like drainage thing, and they said that the beavers dammed up. We're gonna So they dug all out what the beavers did. Beavers are God's creations, and they know what they're doing. But people think, oh, the beavers, they don't know what they're doing. They're flooding everybody. This place is way out there. There's no houses nearby. There's nothing in risk of getting flooded. And I'll tell you what, that pond did not flood. So that's a bunch of malarkey. Anyway, so they drained it. We went back the next time to fish. There were hundreds of catfish, bluegill, crappie, pike. Wait, not pike. Pickerel, dead on the side. Dead. It was so sick. It was so sickening that they did that. How can you be a game commission worker and be all right with that? Because your superior told you, oh, by draining the water, we'll kill back some of the fish and make them come back stronger. That was their excuse. The fish are stunted, so if you drain it, then it kills some of the fish and then they come back stronger. I'll tell you what, those fish that were on the shore were big. Big especially for that pond, because it was nothing huge. It was ridiculous. And I'm really, if you work for them, the PA State Game Lands, you should be ashamed of yourselves that you partook in something like that. Well, I know there was only like a few people, a handful of people working, but this isn't the only heinous thing they've done. They've done other stuff under the guise of we're helping. Kind of like, okay, I wanted to tell you that too. At that same game land spot, they did a controlled burn as well. So how easy is it to say, oops, well, the fire just got out of control? Some reason that area, they seem to be hitting really hard for some reason. Because I remember fishing there and seeing the flames and thinking, okay, are we gonna have to, get out of here because they're burning it? And I'm trying to think if the burning was before or if it was after. It might have been before. So it's funny how it became like when we go fishing there, dude, sometimes it'd be one or two other people fishing there. So it kind of became, it was a very secretive place, and I didn't know about it until, that same year, figured out about it. And, well, maybe other people were starting to figure out about it, learn of its location and go, fishing there. But then since they ruined it, I always say there's certain things that we seem to do or like, and then it gets ruined. Like that's a perfect example. Oh, we have this nice, new fishing spot to try. The fish are bite pretty good, and then they destroy it. It's like the enemy always working against you. That's why you gotta pray daily. It's like So yeah, that those kind of things really like tick me off. And the fact that we as people don't do something about it drives me insane. It's like you should be telling the game commission, no, your job is to help preserve nature, not destroy nature. It's like, and another, there's a dam that they say is damaged, so they're not maintaining it properly. What they're supposed to do is, I believe in the fall, there's like a little wall piece that they are supposed to return so the water stays in during the winter. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe in the winter they take it out, in the summer they put it in. Whatever they do, they're supposed to take it in, put the wall piece in for the dam, and take it back out. They said, "Oh, the dam's damaged, so we can't do anything with that. We're just going to leave it as is because the dam's cracked or whatever." Well, how about instead of draining the beaver dam, you actually fix that? But no, you don't want the water levels of any of these places to be sufficient enough to get your own fish. Because coincidentally, during the mask wearing shenanigans, that is when a lot of people were like, well, it's perfect time to go out fishing and do recreational stuff, go camping. It backfired against them. They were hoping people would just stay locked up in their house and not go anywhere. But it's like a lot of people are out fishing, camping, all that stuff. And they're like, well, we just don't want people to get their own food, their own fish. We want them to be dependent on the ones in the grocery stores. So that's why they stopped the fishing in so many places. And it's like fishing really has like tapped off, especially when it's so cold here in Erie, PA. I mean, it was warmish yesterday, but the sky was covered. Wait, what time are we at? All right. Okay, I better quit ranting right now. Again, Vectocbac 2LV, they're spraying it. Here's one last look if you want to read it for yourself. I will, you can pause the video and, because I didn't obviously read it word for word, but there you go. This is sickening. Like I said, they did the Vectocbac already. Now they did this again. These are both toxic chemicals that they're spraying on the plants. The Vectocbac, Mimic 2LV, they spray on the plants. And this stuff, they spray in the water. Toxic chemicals. Remember DDT? Like all these stuff are just like, oops, accidentally, it's harming the. I don't know 100% if they sprayed that in the water or what, but I remember hearing about DDT, and I remember the eagles, the eggshells for their babies were so weak. But I want to say they sprayed it in the water, but don't quote me on it. I'll have to look it up to see. I'm assuming they did spray it in the water though, and the eagles eat the fish, and then that went into their bodies. So then, when they went to lay the eggs, they were just so weak that the shells broke so easily, and they lost a bunch of babies. So, how many times have they said, "Oops, this is an accident"? Oh, it turns out it wasn't safe for the environment. Shady, shady, shady. Anyway, thanks for watching and God bless. Bye now.